Hi, I'm Natalie McNeil, and you are watching She Takes on the World TV. And this is the first episode of our Get It Done series featuring our Conquer Club community manager, Kelly Azevedo. We have all been there, getting distracted by all the options available for your business. Whether it's marketing tactics, software options, payment processing choices, or conferences, it can feel impossible to slow the flow of constant inspiration and start taking action on those ideas you have.
Absolutely, and I call it the Pinterest problem because so often we're over-inspired and just looking at ideas feels like we're making progress. But there are two big issues. The first is that without a driving strategy, it's easy to bounce all over the internet, and it's easy to get distracted by the next bright, shiny idea. The second problem is that research feels like progress. But if you pin 100 tutorials on cleaning, but you never pick up a cleaner, then your house is still going to be dirty. The same thing happens in business. If you read all the articles about the best platform for your website, but never build it, you won't get too far.
When that happens, you're not going to see results, and you might wonder why another business owner is growing while you're not. What we don't see is that the entrepreneur with an amazing podcast getting tens of thousands of downloads might have put all of her energy into growing that podcast following for 6 months, rather than focusing on webinars and videos and events. There was an unwavering focus that led to that result, and you can't expect to do the same when you're always splitting your focus and task switching. Honestly, there have been times I have felt this way about these episodes of She Takes on the World TV and the video productions that we do. We are so laser focused on great content, and it can be exhausting to consistently produce as much as we do. There have definitely been times where I don't feel like filming and I just want to take a few months off, but I don't because I value the commitment that I've made to you, our viewers. Kelly, what's strategy number 1?
The first is to create what I call a later list for all those great ideas that you want to implement in your business. When I'm tempted to start a project that doesn't fit into my 5x5 goals for the year, I'll say to myself, that's a great idea. I'll save it for later. And then I document it so I don't forget. A lot of times we're afraid of forgetting some great strategy or tactic, so this will shortcut that excuse.
I love it. And I do this too with my biz back burner notebook. Because as entrepreneurs, I don't think we ever stop running out of ideas, but you need to give yourself permission to let ideas go to grow. Now, you mentioned the 5x5, which is strategy number 2 from our Conquer course and the Conquer kit that involves writing out 5 goals for the year and then 5 benchmarks for each goal. I know you guys have heard me talk about this before. Now, with 1 quarter left in the year, I would recommend doing something like a 2x5 plan, and you could do a 5x5 at the beginning of a new year. So imagine it's December 31st, and as you raise a glass to toast the year, what are you most proud of accomplishing this year in your business? Choose those 2 goals that you would be most happy to accomplish, and work on those for the final quarter of the year. Again, you guys have heard me talk about this before, but this is a great time to revisit the 5x5 plan, do a course correction, and make sure that things you're working on and saying yes to right now are aligned with those goals that you really want to accomplish.
Our third strategy is to get some accountability around those goals, so you'll have encouragement and support along the way. I don't know about you, Natalie, but when I was first starting out, it often felt like I would get stuck on the smallest decision or ideas. And I really needed that community space where I could share what I was working on and get feedback. This is also why we have our sprint groups in the inner circle and our community where the Conquer Club members can post 24/7 to get feedback and support. And if you don't have this kind of community in your life, start by reaching out to a friend or colleague to be your accountability partner, or form a group.
In a comment below, I want to hear what you're going to move onto your later list or into your biz back burner notebook, and what you are committing to achieving before the end of the year. We really hope this episode helps you refocus on what matters most. And if you liked it, we'd love for you to share it and subscribe at shetakesontheworld.com to get the next episode in this series, along with worksheets and downloads that we only share with our subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on She Takes on the World TV. I hope you loved the episode of She Takes on the World TV you just watched as much as I loved making it for you. I've got so much more inspiration and practical advice, plus fun worksheets to do in the Conquer Kit, a creative business planner for women entrepreneurs. So be sure to check that out at theconquerkit.com.